What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. You know what time it is? It's sale time. So we've got this that needs to get emptied out so we can get ready for the sale. We got stuff that wasn't picked up from the last auction. We got stuff that wasn't sold from the last auction. We've got the next auction. We got to get all that out of here, tear down the tables, sweep the floor, get the tables set up in the sale orientation, and we can start loading them up. All right, tables are all cleared out. I was gonna pull the clothes in the hangers, but I forgot. We've got someone coming in today. A customer actually is looking for a little extra cash, so I told him he can come in and hang clothes today. So I'm gonna kind of tuck him out of the way here so I can sweep the floor and start setting up the tables. This stack gets taller, I swear, every year, and we still never have enough tables. So moving stuff around, these have been listed since last January. Not January last month, but January of 23. I paid half that price. So I've got $4 in this one, $6 in this one. I'm gonna try and dump them for 10. We just gotta de-sticker at least the $7.99 ones. Tables are up, stuff is starting to fill in. This is all, I want to say I spent $25 on this pallet with all this stuff. It was one of these. Here, if you go back in the video, it's number 244. And then there were like 2 items out of here that I think I put aside for eBay. We got this, looks really nice. I think this will do better than just boxes full of these, at least when we're early in the sale like this. Some of it's in date, some of it's out of date, some of it's really out of date. I didn't look at all of it. Here's one that I can see right here. See, that one's 7 of 22. So it really varies. And then we got a bunch of clothes hung up. He got all of this hung up, and I didn't even need to pay him. He grabbed a handful of clothes that he wanted. And so I said, all right, just take those and we'll call it even. He was here for like an hour. So I think he said he owes me $20. So I don't know if that meant 2 items or if he just grabbed them. That's what he was willing to pay. Some more odds and ends throughout here. But we'll dig through this more once these are more full. So, got a package in the mail. It's from a viewer. It's addressed to Resale Rabbit. I love getting stuff in the mail from you guys, but it's even better when I'm actually filming a video. Because a lot of times it'll just be a random time where I'm not filming a video. And so I'll open it and have to try and remember to, stitch it on to whatever the next video I do is. And I usually forget, and it ends up being like quite a ways later. This time, it's on time. So this is from Nick. I'm sure this isn't his fault. It's just the software he used to ship it. But in addition to Nick's address, he lives in apartment suite building optional. All right. It says it's fragile. Let's see what it is. So, got a box cutter here. Now, remember, when you're using a box cutter, always cut towards yourself. And do it like hard and fast so it slips off. Makes it better. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh, we got a note. Quick look at this, make sure it's something I can put on. Let's see. Interesting. All right, so we found it at the store. You know, as I collect Green Bay stuff. Curious what it is. So I don't know how private people want to be. I feel like first name is fine. I'm not going to say where he's from, but he's nowhere near Wisconsin. So it'll be interesting what Green Bay thing he got at a thrift store there. Feels very fragile. Ah! Ooh, this is the old one. Lambeau Field. I've never seen this before. McDonald's released stadiums. I don't know if it was just Lambeau, if it was all the stadiums, but I've seen the Lambeau one a bunch of times. But it was after the renovation. 2002, I think. 2005, something like that. This is the old stadium. It looks like the scoreboard's on there. There's something broken off. It might just be one of these little peaks. But it's Cinco Novelty. This is kind of neat. Lambeau Field. This is the Lambeau that I remember from when I was a kid. So thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. This thing's awesome. We'll put it right with the rest of the collection. Man, these Walgreens pallets and Amazon pallets. Amazon are rough. The Walgreens ones are really bad. Half of the pallet that we just went through was expired baby formula. And it's just gonna go in the garbage. I was able to give some of it to an animal shelter, but they didn't seem to really want it. So we're just throwing it out. Baby formula is the one thing that is mandated by the FDA. We cannot sell it if it's expired. Everything else we can sell expired, but not baby formula. This company, it seems like every time they send us something, there's an issue. Like a huge issue. I found out after the fact that these are not from Walgreens. They're from a 3PL who sells on Amazon and takes all the good stuff and all the junk they sell off. And I'm paying more than I would pay per pallet on a direct load. So I'm back. It is Monday. We got 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sale starts Thursday. I was gone for the Plains to Profit in Omaha, Nebraska. If you didn't see that video, definitely check it out. So it looks like they did a little bit. I believe this is how I left this area. We do have 2 more tables to put here. I just left it empty so we can have a pallet sitting here as we were stocking. Looks like Mitch did a good job with all this bedding. We're trying to get rid of a lot of that. We get this set up. We do have a bunch of these boxes and bags of large hardware. $10 is a steal on that, but they don't seem to do all that well in the auction. More odds and ends throughout here. Looks like I got a cart of stuff to put out. Along here, we've got, looks like some random bedding and shoes. We've got these little nightlight things, the ornaments, some toys. Coming around here, lighters, pans. That's not for sale. We're just using that to tape things while we're up here. And then coming around here, we've got stuff. Let's see, pregnancy tests, a morning after pill, hair care stuff, skin care, all sorts of different stuff there. We're gonna have something in here. And then this is all like hair equipment, I guess. And then the special buy section, a lot of this still needs price tags. It needs to get in the system. But we've got like these deer stands. These heaters, we couldn't really sell them. So I'm going to just dump them for 25 bucks. See if they'll move. We had them for 40 in the last sale. All sorts of different stuff throughout here. I think it's a decent selection of special buy stuff. And then we've got some radios, some sound bars. I don't think these should be up here. I think they're gonna be a pain to take down for a customer, so I think I might move those. They just brought them out. It looks like a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get put out. Let's see what the back room looks like. Bit of a nightmare. Looks like they got these Amazon pallets sorted out. They're pretty low. These pallets were a nightmare. This is, the bottom was all this. Look at this, $1.50. A ton of that stuff. The Walgreens was pretty bad. I believe maybe this one or one of these is all just candy corn. So we'll have some stuff. All right, and then we'll take a walk back here. We've got all sorts of things. See where Ben works, this is Ben's area. It's a lot cleaner and more organized. But we got some $10 pallets here yet. This is all lower dollar day stuff. Looks like pretty much everything's been sorted. I don't know how it's sorted. We need to get better at labeling these, but it's sorted and organized to some degree. So I'm gonna get started putting the stuff that's up there out on tables. So I'm planning out the special buy section. This Clorox, we always, when we have a lot of volume on something like this, have trouble moving it. There are 8 bottles in each one. What I think I'm gonna do is special buy them at 15 bucks a case. It comes out to $2 a bottle, less than $2 a bottle. And that would be 750 bucks I'll get for this pallet. I paid, I wanna say 75. I might do the same for these chips. Oh, these are big cases though. We got 3, so 5 cases per layer. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, so 20 cases. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do like $19.99 per case or something. There's got to be 12 bags of chips in each of these, so that might be a good deal. I don't know. And then we've got this Fanta. We're gonna put them out $5 per pack. It's a 24 pack. I think that's gonna encourage those to move. Then this hookah stuff, I just can't seem to find a buyer for it. It's back in this corner. So what I think I'm gonna do is sell them special buy by the case here at like $5 or $10 a case, just to get at least some of this out of here. I'm not gonna be able to get through all of it, but I can push some of it out of here. Maybe have a sign on it like volume discounts apply. If they buy a pallet, I'll cut them a deal or something. Let's see. We gotta get a pallet of wipes out there. So the back wall is pretty much figured out. I've got these are alcohol wipes though. These are different. They're supposed to be for electronics, but it's just isopropyl alcohol wipes. So maybe we'll put these out by the canister later in the sales. So I'll try and dig out one of those pallets of wipes. This is on wheels, and that we're actually gonna be we're not putting the pallet out, but I'm gonna get rid of the last of the lights in this sale. I've made like 10 grand on those lights. I saved one pallet. I think there's an extra case too. So instead of 8 cases, it's 9 cases. We're just gonna run them through whatever the day's price is. I'm sure they'll all sell by the end of $5 day. So it might cost us $3 each, but again, I've made a pretty good profit on them already. So I'm just kind of planning stuff out because I've got 3 days to get this set up. This is not a pillow. So is this supposed to be like spaghetti noodles? Is it like a garlic knot, but like a Cajun style garlic knot? I don't know. It's a $10 bill, that's what it is. Can you see it? Can you see Alexander Hamilton's face on this? So it's the end of the day, Monday. Let me show you where we're at. We've got a little bit of space on this table here, and stuff can be kind of moved around to make it a little more efficient to get more on this table. We got a little bit of space right here. On this side, we've got a little bit of space, but we're filling up pretty well here. There are little spots like right here where I can get more stuff, but that I do at the end where I call the final touches. Toys is organized to look nicer. Again, we can fill in a little bit more, but that's the main goal is just getting stuff on the tables. We've got this as the largest section that needs to be done yet. We got a little section here, a little section here, and then in here I could definitely fill more in. Down here are workout posters. The tube has like 8 or 10 workout posters here. I don't know if they're gonna sell, we'll see. More stuff throughout here. Got a spot right here that I need to fill in. We got these mirrors. I think this came from a liquidation store because they have prices written on them. I'm gonna have to cross those out. But there's some damage you can see right here. The glass is fine, it's just the frame itself. Maybe it's fixable. I don't know, for $10 I feel like it's worth it. And then I've got this space right here. We're gonna put the lights here, and we've got something, I think, incense to put in there. These, we can't seem to sell them. So I'm just gonna put a sign, they're all one price. They're all $10 the first day for all of them. I need to fill in these tables. We brought this thing out. This is exactly how I got it. I didn't even look through it. This is like it came on the rack. So we're just gonna put it out just like this. And then I don't know if I'm gonna keep the rack or sell it afterwards, but then we get socks and underwear in front of it. Some shoes over here. These boots, I have a pallet of them. Listed them a month ago, maybe 2. We've sold 1 pair since. And I've got like 25 of each size, so I'm gonna sell off some. I don't think I'll sell all of them off. This is the last of the blank quill blankets. We're just doing them. I'm sure they'll all sell for 10. Oh, there's 2 more down there. And then the Sherpa blankets, I still have maybe 6 more cases of them in addition to these. Again, we're just getting rid of them. They ran through 2 Christmas sales. And then all of this is bedding. $10 a day bedding. We used to do it. We did it for a couple of sales where it was on these middle tables, and I think it made these middle tables seem kind of bare. Get it? But also, it didn't seem like there was a lot because we had like home improvement there, bedding, and this is all of the GM that we had. And I think we would put clothes along the wall. So this kind of gets it out of the way. Weighted blankets and everything are in here too, so I think they'll do well. And then you saw this. Now along the back, we've got some like accessories, scarves and stuff, some blankets. I'm gonna put signs here to show that we got king size and queen size here. And those are just gonna be the day's price, and that's gonna be where the day's price stops. Special buy stuff goes down. We've got cases of wipes again. They seem to do well. We get cases of Kohl's we're gonna give a shot. We've got these things. It's a pen cup. It was actually a display for Home Depot. We got a whole bunch of them. It's actually made with a real hard hat, which I find interesting that they use real hard hats and not like a little toy Halloween costume type hard hat. But either way, we're gonna sell them for 10 bucks each as a special buy item. I saved 6 of them for eBay. 7 technically because we sold one today, but then I pulled 6 and we're getting about 40 bucks each. These we're doing 10 bucks or 15 bucks per case. We already talked about that. We get the Fanta. We get some other stuff throughout here. That's not supposed to be here. I think this is the one that I brought from home. It's well used. Our cats well loved this item. It's not gonna go in the sale. And then we've got more special buy stuff throughout here. A lot of this stuff still needs prices, and we need to get it in the system. But that's where we're at so far. I'm about to head home. Tomorrow is Tuesday, where I'm gonna get all the special buy stuff done and fill in those holes on the table. And then I need to get the cash register set up. It's on the counter here, but it's not actually set up or plugged in. And then we're done. Wednesday, I'm gonna be spending that time sorting stuff in the back, or maybe just trying to find places where I can stuff a couple more items on the tables. And I'll probably end up going home early Wednesday to relax a little bit before we open. This is gonna be a long couple of weeks because I'm exhausted from the Omaha trip, and then I'm flying to Las Vegas to speak at ASD on the last day of the sale. Like, there's not even a break. It's close the doors of the sale, drive to the airport. My luggage will probably be here. So anyways, I'm going home, and I will be back in the morning to get that finished up. Also, sales on eBay over the weekend were insane. It was like 27 or 2,800 when I came in this morning at 6:30ish, which is madness as it is. But then we kept getting more sales as we were shipping. It ended up being like 3,500 bucks for the weekend. That is absolutely insane. eBay is on fire lately. I kind of wish the sale was a little bit later so we could be utilizing this time to be listing more on eBay. But unfortunately, it's been scheduled for a while. So it's been a while since I've been able to say this, but the flyers are here on time and there are no issues. If I can get it out. So we've got the price schedule on the front and the next sale on the back. I think that turned out pretty nice. So I was having a pretty stressful day, so I decided to go home around noon, 1 o'clock. 7 p.m. when I just got here, and turns out we had a shipment come in. So the company that sent me those Walgreens and Amazon pallets, those were terrible. 12 awful pallets. They made it better in their eyes by sending me 3 free pallets. And these ones are different. They're a little bit more expensive. The pallets that I bought, the Walgreens, were like 800. The Amazon were like 500. And these ones are like 900 each, I think, that they sent me, but still. And I had to pay for shipping. But it's better than nothing, I guess. These are nice and tall. Let's see how they look. We get some stuff. I don't know if we really have time to really go through these at all. Maybe we can grab some stuff off the top and put it out. But at the very least, they'll be here for the next sale, which is most likely what's going to happen with these. So Tim put together a few pieces of furniture. This one annoys me because we had one of these a couple sales ago. And I think the other one, this one here, was just sitting in a box, got put somewhere. It would have been nice to have a pair. It doesn't look much different in here because I spent the day working on this stuff, getting it all priced and in the system, which is a little time consuming. I was also only here for like 3 hours. So I'm gonna continue working on this stuff. This one I'm selling for 25 bucks. I changed it because it had the battery and charger and I need an extra one. So I'm keeping that. That flashing light is really annoying. I'm gonna turn off the lights and back on, see if that helps. So what I want to do now is just finish setting up the tables. Any empty space, I want to fill it in. Any, like this thing I need to fill in. I need to bring the lights out. And I want to just max out the tables. That's all I'm going to do tonight because it's so late. Really fill in not just spaces like this, but spaces like this. So really max out the space, the tables in here. And then tomorrow I'll finish out the special buy. I feel like special buy is going to take me about 2 hours to finish up. So I don't have a lot to do tomorrow. So this is concerning. I walked into my office and I swear I could smell smoke, like a fire. And next to my office is like a supply closet. I could smell it in there. And in the back office, the supply closet is between my office and the eBay room. I'm walking around the building, peeking in all the windows, and I don't see any signs of fire. So maybe it's just in my head. I don't really want to call the fire department because it's got to be in my head. But I'm going to pay close attention to it. It's also super nice out right now. It was like 74 degrees earlier today, and it's going to snow tonight. So I'm smelling it here now. I don't know if I could smell it here before or not. And it smells more like a grill. In here it smells like a candle, like right after you blow out a candle. I haven't had any candles burning. It's so weird. In here, it smells much stronger. The wall isn't warm or anything. All of the offices around here are also like enclosed, like these offices where there's no windows from the outside to see. But I don't see any smoke. And then in here I smell it. It's also really strong in here. But the weird part is it doesn't quite smell like a fire. Like I've been to a lot of house fires. It doesn't smell like that. It smells like a grill. Maybe a hint of chicken, but mostly like the smell of a charcoal grill. I don't know. But it worries me. Aside from the typical worries of there being a fire in here, see, I don't smell it in here. This is old film and it's very flammable film. It's not the safety film. So like explodey type if the fire gets to this room. And there's also a lot of history in here. I wouldn't want to be lost. It's so weird. So, I mean, I'm going to be here for a couple more hours. If there is a fire and it's close enough where I'm smelling it in here, and it's not just in my head, I feel like I will, it will become apparent very soon. You know, smoke or something. And I do have a fire extinguisher right there. But if it's in another suite, it's not something that would really be helpful. It's so weird. Tim said he could smell something in here earlier, and he said it smelled like poop. And I couldn't smell anything at the time. Couldn't taste anything either. I got a weird fever. I'm kidding. I don't know. And I don't smell it out here, so it's got to be coming from an adjoining office. I mean, maybe, again, another reason why I don't want to call the fire department, because other than that smell, there's no signs of it. I walked around the building. Maybe it's like somebody's in their office now on the other side and they're cooking on like one of those electric grill things. I wouldn't be surprised. You see in the movies, someone's wife throws him out and he's sleeping at the office. That very well could be what's happening. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, but it's a little concerning. I actually have keys to a couple other suites in this building, so if it happens to, I'm not going to just go in because I don't know if they have alarm systems or anything. But if I see signs of a fire, dinosaur heads, I swear he gets something new every time I walk past him. If I do see signs of a fire, I will be running in there with a fire extinguisher. Unless the building's like engulfed or something. It's so weird. I smell it in here. I don't know. That's gonna bother me all night. I just know it. What would you do? Would you call the fire department? Because if it ends up being nothing, they're gonna have to either force their way in, or they're going to have to start calling people and say, hey, you need to get here. And I don't think, since I don't see any smoke, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to call the fire department unless I actually see signs of a fire. That also made me realize there are no smoke detectors in this building, or at least in my suite. I can't believe the fire marshal never alerted us to this, because that's something that I feel like the fire marshal would have an issue with. So I think it's the middle of the night now. It's like probably 8 o'clock, 7:45, something like that. It's 8:01. I'm not gonna be able to go and easily get smoke detectors right now, so maybe tomorrow I'll go pick some up, because I feel like that would be helpful to have around here. So if we walk over here, the offices start, I believe, somewhere near this wall, but I think it's in a little bit. But this, on the other side, I can get a clear view of the other side of this door from the window outside. I know it's on the other side of this, and this is actually a fire door. Last time the power went out, it closed, and I just left it closed. And this is all concrete walls, so that would contain it, so it's not in here. I don't smell anything in here either. So I guess I'm just gonna walk into my office and look around every 15 minutes or so. I feel like if there's a fire, I'm gonna see some, even just a little bit of smoke. I mean, the slightest sign like that, a little bit of smoke, I'm calling the fire department and I'm kicking indoors with the fire extinguisher, which would be kind of fun because I don't get to do the firefighting side of house fires. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling old eBay inventory stuff that's been listed for a while that we can sell for a $10 a day. I found this item, and this item actually weren't even listed. Here's a tip. Do your eBay inventory. Like, go through and check all of your items, because it's very frequent where eBay must just be deleting listings. It happens every time I do an inventory like this, I usually find a handful of items that aren't listed. So check your eBay inventory periodically, which is really annoying. Why does eBay do that? Because I don't really smell it in my office anymore. I definitely smell it in here, and it's smelling more like food cooking. And I just heard a couple of noises on the other side of the wall, so I think someone's over there. I think that's what I'm smelling. There must be like a break room or something on the other side of one of these walls, and they must just be cooking or something. Because that's what it smells like to me. It smells like when you're cooking and your smoke detectors start going off because there's a bunch of smoke coming out from your oven, but it's not actually like a fire. You're just burning your food. That's what I'm smelling. So someone must be living here, which is interesting because, again, it's 8 o'clock at night on a Tuesday night, and someone's apparently cooking chicken or something in one of the offices. So I guess I should have filmed it. I cleared a bunch of stuff out of the Staples room. This is a trim kit for a microwave. I'm just putting it out for 10 bucks. I'm sure it'll sit until Dollar Day, which is crazy because these are hundreds of dollars. We get these giant rolls of tape. They weren't even listed. I know we sold a bunch in the past, but we sold them in like lots of 10. So I'm just gonna put those out. These, I've got a mountain of these in the back actually, and they're just we haven't sold a single one on eBay. We had the cases listed at 70. We're gonna sell the whole cases for 10 bucks each. This is seat covers. That's gonna be a special buy item. And then I already put some stuff over here already. So let's see if I can remember. This thing we had listed for 90, and I relisted it to 50. And then I thought, you know what? For 50, it's gonna net us about 25 after shipping and fees. I'll put a $25 price tag on it. I pulled these. They've been listed for like 2.5 years. I pulled this. It's only been listed for about a year, but we have it listed at like 50 bucks also. So I'm gonna get like 25, 30 bucks after shipping and fees. I'm sure we'll get that here. I think that's it for the special buy items. These, well, they're listed for like 35 bucks. It's some medical sponge thing, but they're a weird shape. It's gonna be a pain to ship. They're still sitting. I know we sold like 20 of these, but we sold them all to one buyer, and that was over a year ago. So we'll cut our losses on those. What else? This thing we're pretty much giving away now. This goes to a special type of Samsung vacuum. Let's see if I can open it. No, I think it needs power to open. Basically, you put your vacuum on it, and this is the vacuum in itself, and it sucks all the stuff out of it. So you don't have to empty it out, I guess. I don't know. Been listed for, I think, 60 bucks for over a year, didn't sell. So we're just putting it for $10 to get it out of here. I think that might be it. Wait, no, there's over here. Yeah, over here. These have been listed for a while. They are things for packing slips. You stick them on the outside of a package. There were actually 2 boxes. I decided to keep one because I feel like they could come in handy around here. But I don't need 2 boxes. We're gonna use maybe 1 to 2 per month. And there's probably 500 in that box. So I'll take the 10 bucks on this. To be completely honest, I could probably take 20 of them out of a box. I could probably do that and then sell both boxes for 10 bucks each. But then I don't really have a place for them, so oh well. Over here, I'm kind of glad these didn't sell. I guess I didn't look at the listing, but these boots were like 25 bucks or so. They sat for a while. They're mossy oak, but you see that little mark? Oh, you get some. No, that's nothing. But the little mark on the orange there, there's another one there. One of these is really bad right here. All that's peeled off. These are some really cheap boots. I don't know. Maybe that was noted on eBay. I didn't look at the listing. I didn't even look to see if they were listed as new or used. So maybe it was already, listed that way. But I don't want to mess with it. It's been sitting long enough. So I pulled it. I'll take, maybe we sell them for 10. Maybe they sit until $5 a day. I'm sure they'll be gone by 5. I'm sure there's some things that I'm missing, but I also pulled from here. This, I think, was listed for 25 bucks. It says missing parts on the box, but it didn't say that on the listing, and it looks like it's all here. So my guess is we probably had multiple of these. One was broken, and when Tim listed it, he took the missing parts out of the broken one to complete this one. But I'm just gonna leave it open like this so the customers can open it up. I'm sure it'll sell for 10 bucks regardless. We've got this. I have no idea what it is. It was no longer listed for some reason. It doesn't look like anything. Probably something that would be 20, 25 bucks, so we'll let that go. This also wasn't listed. I can't imagine a wax warmer would be worth relisting. We probably would have listed it for $29.99. I'll let it go. This wasn't listed. I looked up the brand. They're selling for 20 to 30 bucks. We're gonna let that go. These, we sold a couple of these, but it's been probably 2 years since we sold them. They're listed for like $27.99. We're gonna let them go. This Pottery Barn backpack, retail $129. We had it listed for a while. I don't know if that's a defect or what that is. We're just gonna let it go. I think we probably had it listed, I don't remember, probably like 30 bucks or something. These didn't sell a single one. We're gonna put them, these were actually in the sale 2 Christmases ago, and we pulled them on a lower dollar day because we have a lot of them. So I'm gonna let that go. This, I don't know why Tim listed this. He listed it, and it said in the title that there was significant signs of wear. I can't imagine anyone's buying this. It was like 30 bucks. We're gonna let that go. These weren't listed, but I looked. There were a whole bunch. Other people had them listed and no sold. So we're gonna let those go. These, can't seem to give them away, so we're gonna let those go. This wasn't listed. It's just a little single cup brewer. I don't know why it would have been listed in the first place. I'm pretty sure this came from a truck that we got like 4 or 5 years ago at the other warehouse when we had a second building. It's probably, again, gonna be a $20 or $30 item. We're gonna let it go. This I was iffy about. It's been listed for like a year and a half for like $41. It's a heavy box. I don't want to deal with it. We're gonna let that go. I also found a few things that I pulled from eBay that we're going to put in the auction. And we've got a whole bunch of folders. Yeah, let me show you if I can get to them. It's a little buried here. Packs of folders here. I'm hopefully going to remember to put these out on like $3 or $4 a day. We sold a couple, but they've been listed for several years. The only reason I didn't pull them, Tim made a big stink about how they're not going to sell. And I said, I think they're going to sell. So we listed them and we sold some. but we have 2 cases full still, so letting them go. And then these are rolls of paper. Let me see if I can. Heavy rolls of paper. I think maybe I can get $10 per roll. I'm gonna take them out of the boxes and put them in the roll. These have been listed for a while, and due to a sale that we're running, they're down to like $27 plus shipping. Now we are charging shipping on it, but they've been listed for a long time, and they haven't sold. So these weren't listed, so I need to relist these. It's gonna be after the sale. And then this is a whole bunch of Star Wars trading cards, like thousands of them. They weren't listed. I had several lots of those that I was selling for like $100 per lot, $100 to $200 per lot. That one, the listing was gone. It's really annoying that eBay does that, and it's kind of funny because oftentimes when I find where the listing's gone and I give it to Tim and he relists it, not all the time, but frequently enough to be notable, it sells within a week. So I don't know why eBay does that. Thankfully, it's only a couple listings here and there. One of my customers, auction clients, they have an eBay store, and they send us like the stuff that doesn't sell or the stuff that they don't want to deal with, and we auction it off. They had like 30,000 items on their eBay page, and eBay removed everything. eBay didn't suspend them. They just all disappeared, and eBay said, yeah, we can't get them back. You're just going to have to relist it all. Can you imagine that? 30,000 items? They sent a lot of it to us to auction off because I think they were really upset, really peed off. I don't know a way to replace that word with a non-curse word. It's kind of a minor curse word, I feel like I said. Anyways, I think they were really annoyed, really upset, and just, you know what, screw it. We're not dealing with it. And they probably just kept the super high dollar stuff and sent us the rest. Which I'm okay with because it sells well here. So all in, it's probably going to be like $200 to $300 worth of stuff that we're going to get for it in the sale. Maybe $300 to $400 because there were a couple special buy items. But the big thing for me is it gets it out of the eBay area. It clears space. A lot of it's bigger stuff, especially the stuff from that Staples room. So clearing that out makes eBay later on a little bit more easy. And I'm going to do another clear out with more stuff that we're going to pull for the auction after the sale is over when we get to that point. So I just found the exact thing that I need. This is perfect. This little thing, which will easily fit in a piece of luggage, watch what it does. Pop this open. It's not the easiest to do with one hand. There, that retracts. And just like that, I've got a tripod. It's a little wobbly, but I think it'll be okay. It's not something I'll use regularly, but I really want to be able to take a tripod with me on these trips. At Omaha, I was able to film my speech. Now, I could have set my phone up on the table. The other times where I was speaking, I wasn't allowed to post a video of me talking. This time I was. So I was able to film it, but I didn't have a tripod. Now, somebody else had a tripod and was kind enough to loan it to me. But now I've got one that I can take with me, and I'm going to take this thing to ASD when I'm speaking there, assuming they'll let me film it and post it. But it's nice how compact it is. And this is the type of thing that I was thinking when I was in Omaha. I need to see if this exists. A tripod that's small enough to fit in a, compact piece of luggage. Now I got one. That's what I love about this business. There's always going to be something. If I need something, it'll show up. And I don't even need to pay for this. If it's something that I was buying for myself, then I would have to buy it from the business. But because the business is going to be using it, it's free. Granted, if I personally buy it from the business, it'll end up on my paycheck anyway, but gotta do it right for Uncle Sam. All right, so I got the lights out. I've got 9 cases, 1 pallet, and I found 1 extra box. We're just gonna do whatever the day's price is, and I don't see any reason why we can't sell out. When we were selling for $5 a piece, we sold like an entire pallet in a day. So we'll do that. I'm sure by $5 day, at the end of $5 day, they'll be gone. We've got these. I haven't decided if we're gonna special buy these for 10 or just have them for 10. Retail's like $30. My cost is $2. And I've got, I don't even remember how many, 120 or something like that. But they don't expire until 2028. So I got 3 more years. So after this sale, if we have any left, if they do really well on $10 day, but not well enough to sell all of them, I'm not opposed to hanging on to the rest until next winter. If they're doing okay, but they're not flying out the door, then I'll make a decision. Do we keep them at 10 as a special buy item, or do we and move them over there? Or do we let them go for 7, 6, and 5 and then pull the rest for next year? I don't know. I'll make a decision in the moment. I've also got over here, we're going to do these cases of organic Hershey's. We're selling them by the case. They're 12 bars for $5. They did expire last June, so what, 8 months ago? I tried one. There's only 11 in here because I tried one. I've never had the organic Hershey's, but I have had, Hershey's Special Dark is like my favorite chocolate. I know a lot of people hate Hershey's. I've tried all different chocolates. Many are really good. Dove is probably my second favorite, but I love the Hershey's Special Dark. They taste fine. I don't know what organic chocolate tastes like, but it tastes like a regular Hershey's Special Dark candy bar. So we're going to sell these for $5 a case. And then over here, 50 of these little mint tins, like for Altoids or something. It says Marvelous Mint Tin, so I'm sure that was the brand. I've got probably 10,000 at least of these tins. So we're selling boxes of 50 for $5. We'll see how they go. They come in larger cases of 400. 8 of those boxes. If those don't do well at 5, what I'll probably do is sell the bigger boxes for 10. So you get 400 for 10, but that just kind of depends on how they sell. Other than that, these I don't think I showed. It was actually a 4-pack, but since we do underwear for $5, I didn't want to sell the 4-pack of these for $5. They're all Pokemon. These are kind of cool. They are a kid's size. I'm not a big Pokemon person, so if they were an adult size, I probably still wouldn't wear them. But they feel really comfortable. So I figure take them out of the package and sell them individually. That'll give me $20. I feel like $5 for one of these is a good price. If not, on $3 day, we'll just put them out individually, and I'm sure they'll go. What else? What else did I do? I don't know if I mentioned these. This is all we had left of that pallet. We did them special buy for $10 each in the last sale. I made a lot of money. I think I probably made $1,000 on the pallet profit. I paid like $225, probably got $1,300 out of them. I don't know. I'm just going off memory here. So I'm just going to let these sell for whatever they sell for. These are great. Obviously, it wouldn't make sense for me to ship one of these to you. And by the time you see this video, they'll probably all be sold anyways. Go to your hardware store or wherever you can find something like this and get one of these. This is so much better than the brush. It like flips out. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Like that, so you can just push the snow off your car. If you live in a climate that gets snow, seriously get one of these. And you get the scraper on the other side for ice. This is fantastic. That's the wrong. I love these things. You can get cheap ones where instead of the rubber thing around it, it's just basically a block of foam. And those are about 10 or 15 bucks. These things are amazing. And since we're at the end of the season, you might even be able to find them on clearance somewhere, especially if you're in a warmer climate that still gets snow. Up here, it's been so warm, I don't think we're getting any more snow this year, but we would expect to still get snow for another month and a half or 2 months. So I don't know if there'll be clearance here. Well, we've got those 2 boxes, and there's another box somewhere. Oh, I think I shoved it under here. And that's all that was left. What else? I think we're caught up otherwise. Special buy, I really didn't go too much into detail on here. I got these deer stands for $100. This toy. This is how you sterilize a baby. It's a baby sterilizer. We're doing these for, I think, $25, $40. 180 retail. I don't know if this is something someone will pay $40 for. If I have to drop it down to 25, I'll do it. Vacuum cleaners. We've got a really nice Dyson up here. I'm pricing these a little bit more aggressive, not as aggressive as the $35 ones we did last time. But $200 vacuum for $60, a $300 vacuum for $100, and we're about 60% off or so. We got ice makers. Those always go fast. Are these new? Yeah, these are factory sealed, or at least this one's factory sealed. This one says unused, so this one was open. This one's factory sealed. Those ice makers seem to do really well, so that I'm not too worried about. I don't understand why people want ice in their drinks. Do you not drink it fast enough? So I just keep my beverages in the fridge, so they're already cold when I drink it. Maybe people don't, and that's why they want it. But the ice waters down your drink if you drink it slow. And if you drink it fast, it's going to be cold by the time you finish it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I hate ice in my drinks. And I don't really drink anymore, maybe once or twice a year. But even like if I'm having a soda or a lemonade or something, I have zero interest in having ice in it. It just makes it more complicated to drink. I know I'm going on a tangent here about ice, but I don't understand why people love so much ice. I hate when it's watered down. I drink slowly, so I'll have a lemonade and I'll sip on that for the next 3 or 4 hours. So it's gonna be warmer, like room temperature by the time I finish it. I'm okay with that. I would prefer room temperature rather than watered down but cold. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know. I put this on the plastic here because this is a metal heater. I'm assuming the whole thing gets hot. I don't want to have a paper sticker on it, potentially be a fire hazard. But then I realized someone could easily just take this off and bring it up and try and get it for 10 or whatever the day's price is. And so I put this on a hang tag inside the price. No, Mitch was on one of the videos. Mitch is new here. He started at the beginning of the year. I think the second or the third, whatever our first day we were open after New Year's. So this is his first warehouse sale. Oh, I gotta tell you this. Anyways, he's the guy when we bought out the eBay store that did the swan dive into that packing material. The one that isn't me. Anyways, we had an item. What was it? Oh, he was hanging clothes, and he asked, some of them were in like plastic poly bags from Amazon. And he said, should I take it out of the bag and hang it, or are we going to put it out like this? And I said, yeah, take it out of the bag and hang it, because the customers are just going to tear it out of the bag anyways, and the plastic will get everywhere. And here's what he said. He said, people would actually open a package? This is going to be so much fun. He has no idea what's coming to him. The garbage customers. I'm really excited to see. I don't know if it's going to stress him out or if he'll just be... Like, it stresses me out more than anyone else because I own the business. The other employees, I think it stresses them out, not nearly as much as me. They just think people are garbage. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to move this. Should be really interesting. I got a whole bunch of adult stuff, like... I don't know how to phrase this in a PG way. Things that men and women would use in their alone time. I think you get what I mean with that. I don't like putting it in the sale. Usually if I get just 1 or 2, I'll just sneak it into the sale and someone will grab it, whatever. But I've got a bunch of it, like a box full of it. And I know some of this stuff can be expensive because some of the more brand name stuff we usually sell, or we have sold on eBay. We had one, there was a case of like 24 of them, and we were getting like $90 a piece for them. Anyways, where does this go? I got a cosmetics box right here. Anyways, I actually have a wholesale buyer who takes that stuff, so now I have enough volume where I can sell it to him. I haven't reached out to him yet. He watches these videos though. So Harold, if I have not reached out to you by the time you watch this video, shoot me an email. Anyways, I don't know if I showed this stuff. We've got the wipes again. We're going to do these for $10 a case. I feel like, maybe I did show this. I don't know. I feel like having the same thing every sale, I don't like it, but this is a consumable thing. I could see this. It seems to do well. We sell about a pallet each sale. And here we've got charcoal or coals. These are for hookah. We're going to sell these $10 for a case. And if they aren't moving, we're going to drop them to 5. And if they still aren't moving, I'm going to pull the pallet and put something else here. I can't seem to find a buyer for them, so we'll see if we can get rid of those. These are really cool. They used it in the store. You know what? I did show this stuff because I remember showing that was made out of a real hard hat. Okay, so we're good here. $10 or $15 a case, $5 a case. What else? I need to move this stuff. This is not, the scooter is, but the stuff on the shelf there isn't part of the sale. Someone bought it in the auction and never picked it up. I think he might actually watch my videos, but I don't think he watches them enough where if I call him out, he'll remember or he'll notice. And that's pretty much where we're at. Got these water bottles out. So I've got this little space here. I've got this section of table. We got this section of table, and that's a little space there, and a little space there. And that's it. Then the sales floor is set up, and I can go home, and tomorrow I will finish pricing the special buy stuff. So far, I have not gone into the new pallets that came in today. Tim was so upset because like shortly after I left, he asked me, "Did you leave just so you didn't have to unload this truck?" But it was scheduled for tomorrow. I even sent him a screenshot of the tracking number that it wasn't supposed to be delivered until tomorrow. I haven't gone through these yet, or I pulled one thing out. I was curious and looked on the top, and there was an airsoft gun. And we've got a bunch of airsoft guns in on consignment that are gonna go into an auction, so I just put it with that. But I really think it's gonna be best to save these for the next sale. We don't have time to properly go through them. We've got a lot of $10 stuff. That's what a lot of this stuff is $10 stuff. I think it's best to save these for the next sale. Because we have a double $10 day, 2 of them. If we need to, if we get midway through the second $10 day and still don't have, or have run out of stuff, then yeah, I'll go through them. I'm not gonna be short on inventory over it, but I really think it's better to save them for the next sale. I don't know what to do with this. If I should throw it away. I'm assuming they didn't test it. But yeah, this thing took a hit. It might be worth putting in the auction for parts. Someone will pay $5 for it. I don't care about the $5. It's more about it's not going to get thrown away. I haven't decided, but it's not going on the sale. We get some beverage coolers, refrigerators, and stuff. This thing needs to get tested so we can put it in. Because this is the last sale where this will be relevant. What else? Oh, I got a luggage set over here. That's gonna go in. We've got on the Walmart load, and I didn't show this load because I filmed it and it would have been like a 3-minute video. But we've got a lot of this summer stuff. We got another pallet up here of summer. This is all summer stuff. And then, yeah, there's another one back here. We got summer stuff back here. So this will be good for probably the next sale. And there was a bunch of workout equipment too. A lot of it we sold in the auction. And a bunch of camping stuff here, which will go special buy in this sale. And then there's also, you can't see it, but that is full of computer monitors. We had a bunch of electronics, and you know, I don't even know where the monitors are. Are they over here? Ben tested a whole bunch of them, and he said that's enough for this sale. We don't need any more monitors. But I don't recall putting any out. Because they're right here. So computer monitors. Yeah, this is a whole pallet of monitors that were tested. So I need to get some of those out. But so we're gonna have monitors. I'm not gonna do monitors 2 sales in a row. So the pallet that I put up there is going to be, I don't know, 6 to 12 months. I don't mind hanging on to something for a year if it's gonna sell. So you like this? Mitch put it over here to annoy Ben, because he hates that we get so much volume. Because Ben's now back here. This is where he lives, keeping this place organized. I see some $10 stuff. I'll look this up on, oh, it's the date. It's in date. Maybe this is an eBay box. Because that'll definitely be a $10 item if it's not worth it on eBay. We've got, so for $10 day, we've got this pallet. We've got this pallet was basically just the weighted blankets. This is a really good one I'd like to get into. A lot of Walmart toys. We've got 1, 2, 3 more pallets of bedding and 2 more pallets of GM, all for $10 day. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to get Ben to label pallets. He does sometimes, but he just started with this job. Yeah, this isn't $10 stuff. He just started with this warehouse manager job, so it's a work in progress. And that's not even entirely Ben's fault. I have no idea what I need out of a warehouse manager, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go too. These will go in the auction. Oh, here's more camping stuff. That'll be special buy. That's for the auction. That's $1 day. See, labels some. Everything else back there is hookah stuff. What's this stuff? Probably low dollar stuff. We've got like 2 pallets of cereal. That'll be like $3 day. This is like seasonal stuff. I think he's got Halloween, Christmas, and summer. These could probably go out. Oh, that's summer. And This TV had a cracked screen. I'm a little bummed about that, but I'm gonna special buy it once we have some floor space for like 25 bucks. I bet it'll sell. And everything else over here is marked for whatever day's price. So we got $5 day. This is probably also 5, or maybe it's 7. I don't know. See, this one is not marked. Ben knows. Just judging by what's on here, I'm assuming probably 7, 6, somewhere in that range. 5, probably 5, or probably 3, 2, something like that. I don't know. It's $3. It's written on that one. So 5, 5, either 5 or 3, and 3. And it looks like he must have put some of the dollar day stuff there. I'm doing a good job at procrastinating by talking on the video instead of actually getting stuff, put out there. These 2 pallets is eBay inventory that needs to be listed. This is Christmas wrapping paper. It's the monitors. This is also special buy. It's all these little baby bed things. We've got some of those out. That's cologne. I don't know what this pallet is. I think it's snacks. Yeah, this is snacks, so that'll be a lower dollar day. That's popcorn, so that'll be a lower dollar day. This is the lights. This is auction stuff and just some random boxes. 3 pallets of vintage items for the auction. More special buy. 2 pallets of eBay. Auction. This is $5 day. 2 pallets of eBay. Packer jackets with some other stuff stacked on top of it. I have no idea what this is. Oh, there you go, $3 day. Over here, I've got 12 pallets of apparel. We're gonna auction it off. If any of you guys are interested in it, it's apparel for like a screen printing shop. They do all sorts for screen printing or embroidery. This box is almost empty, but most of them are full. I think it's like 20,000 units, 26,000 units, something like that. Don't quote me on that. They brought it to us to auction, but they said we can sell it outright if we find a buyer. These are nice fishing shirts. There's hats, all sorts of stuff. I'm probably gonna post it for, I don't know, $8,000. See if we can get that before we run it through the auction. All of this is junk. I was trying to sell it all. I shouldn't say junk. It's stuff that we've already run in sales before, bedding and some apparel and stuff like that. I tried to sell it all for $3,000, and someone was interested, but he had no space. So I guess we're just gonna push as much as we can through the sale, probably all dollar day. What do we have over here? This is shipping out. This is Walgreens that's been gone through. They know better than me what this stuff is. It's that really crappy Walgreens. We've got shoes, we've got, I think this might also be shoes. This is the mint tins. Remember I said we get 400. These are the cases of 400. I took them all out. So you can see, and then the cases of 50 are inside. There's more of that apparel. Here's another couple of apparel pallets. Tim's stuff is all this loose stuff back here. He likes to store stuff here for his resale business. This I was so angry about. The one snow we had this year, the gearbox shattered. So probably come spring, I'm gonna send this off to get repaired. I watched a video. You'd think that was easy to replace, but you gotta pretty much dismantle this whole thing. I'm not gonna mess with that. I had it for like 3 days before it broke. And then I got my Ryobi one over here that I should probably sell that soon because it's getting to the end of winter. I've got a Ryobi 2 stage that I'm using now. We got glass tabletops. We'll put those out for $1 day. We've got a robot. Up here, we've got summer toys. I believe that's just hangers. That's lawn tools, hangers, sandals, boxes, summer and summer. Some auction stuff under here, as well as some low dollar day stuff. Parking meters, I still haven't done anything with those. Ooh, hold on. I think I just saw something. There's my daily pineapple. Weirdly, pineapple juice sounds really good right now. I never drink pineapple juice. I don't know why it sounds so good. Maybe I'm vitamin C deficient right now. Let's see, over here we've got Gaylords. We've got the white bunnies. This is the last of them. I had like 100,000 of these. That's an exaggeration, but I had a lot of them. There were I think 480 in that box. It's cut off. But we give those out. Those are from when I was doing Melissa and Doug. I missed that Melissa and Doug stuff. I wish they would bring back the RTV program. But anyways, we were selling them, but we decided these are great. When a kid is crying, we give the kid a little bunny to make the kid stop crying, and the parents love it. 2 more pallets that need to go in the auction. This is just shelving. Let me back up, maybe you can see it. Shelving. That's, ooh, focus is weird. That is clay flower pots. This is NFL jackets. This is more NFL jackets. On the other side, on the bottom, is wipes, but they're the giant canisters. Those tend to do well in the sale individually. And I have no idea what that is. Looks like it says Christmas. I have no idea. I'll have to ask Tim. All right, out here is mostly auction stuff, things that consigners will bring in, stuff like this, and we put it in the auction. I should do a video detailing how we do the auction. But we've got a little bit of Easter that we pulled down. I decided I'm not gonna sell this. I bought this for 25 bucks in the auction. It's all really good brand name stuff, but the pallet got wet. It's too moldy and gross. I think it would be a bad look for the business to put this out. I figured people would easily pay $1 a piece for these because it's all brand name stuff. Throw in the wash and it's perfectly fine, but it's a lot more moldy and gross than I thought. What I'm thinking I'll probably do is just put it in the auction as a pallet, and I'll probably sell for like 4 bucks and just cut my losses. Anybody local want to buy some loading bars for a semi-truck? At some point, a driver left them here. We just noticed them here one day. I have no idea which truck, what driver they came from. I tried to pawn them off on another driver, but he didn't want them. What else do we have? This all needs to go to Goodwill. More auction stuff. This is $10 day stuff, but we've got a pretty good selection of this out already. And I think that's about it. I filmed the video, but I don't know if it's up yet, but this is a trailer that I bought for 100 bucks. It used to be a camper. It's those cables. I'm just gonna cut off the sides. It's just cables. And it needs a new deck, but I think I might just sell it exactly like this for like 300. It's only 100 bucks. Pulls nice. Except I was dumb and broke the electrical connection on it, so I have to fix that. The lights did work until I got behind the wheel. In here is mostly apparel. We've got a lot of apparel pre-hung, ready to go. We've got more NFL jackets. This is some eBay inventory. We keep this separate. This is Tim's. Even though he sells on eBay, he has too much. So I told him he could list his stuff on company time on our account. But the deal we have is I get 70% and he gets 30%. So, and that was actually the numbers he came up with. I was going to go 50-50, but whatever. And then just surplus fixtures and stuff. Cristiano's piano. I need to get this roll top desk to Goodwill. What else? There's some pallets of eBay inventory there. Flooring for my basement. This used to be full of like hats and gloves, but we sold it all. eBay overflow in here. Somebody's trailer that they left here like 5 years ago. When I bought out I bought a company that was in this building, and I split it with a competing business where they took all the IP and the clients and everything. I took all the physical assets. He said he wanted to leave his trailer here and store it here for a couple months before he picked it up. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. I think 4 years ago. It's either 2019 or 2020. It's still here, but it takes up no space, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, I was going to show you over here. There's a vintage like 1960s Schwinn bike too that he left here that he said he wanted. It was the bike he rode when he was a kid, but it's buried back there. So maybe at one point I will get a free trailer. My thought process is once we hit the 10-year mark, I'm just going to sell the thing. It's taking up no space. I just re-upped my lease for 5 years, so we'll hit that 10-year mark. You want to hear a crazy thought? I've been here for almost 9 years now. Remember when I used to be out on the road? I signed the lease here in, no, 8 years. It was 2016. July 1st of 2016 is when I signed the lease here. So 8 years I've been in this building. Where did the time go? Time flies when you're having fun. All right, I really need to stop procrastinating. This video is going to be 6 hours long. I got to get these last bits of table space filled up so I can go home. Oh, look what I found. So there's backstory on this. At some point, I couldn't tell you when, probably 6 to 9 months ago, I bought a pallet of cereal, mostly Honey Bunches of Oats. And we sold that cereal on $2 and $3 day, as we would with cereal. But on the very bottom of the pallet, I found, didn't know it was on there until I got to this, a case of 12 of these. I'm pretty sure it's 12. I didn't really count them. $17.95 retail, easy $10 day item. Looked them up on eBay. I don't remember. It's been so long. They weren't something that needs to go on eBay. You know, maybe it's something that wasn't selling. Maybe it's something that was selling for like $15. I don't know. Anyways, it was probably $1 or $2 a day at this point when I found it. I'm not putting them out, so no problem. This happens all the time in every sale. We find something that's worth more than the day's price, so we'll wait until the next sale. We'll put it on $10 a day the next sale. Well, here's the thing. I did not do that. I didn't find it. I know during the last sale, I found it late in the sale. Maybe $3, maybe $5 a day. I don't remember. And I'm pretty certain this had also happened on another sale. I keep finding it late in the sale, and it's too late to put out. So it just keeps getting pushed back for the next sale. It might have been over a year ago I got it. I don't know. But because we've got Ben in that back organizing, it was put onto a $10 pallet. So now it's actually going out for $10 a day of this sale. And knowing my luck, we won't sell any of them until $3 a day. And I could have just done that from day one. All right, it is midnight. I'm all done here. Let's see, I've got right here these diffusers. We're gonna do these at $1 each. There's 48 of them in here. I paid $25 for the pallet they were on. There was other stuff with them, so if I sell those, I'll double my money. Let's see. I just threw this one thing here. There are also other things that I tucked in random places that I forgot about. Like I know I put some bedding that I found on there. I got these, the plants here. Ooh, this is not how that's gonna go. Hold on. I don't see any reason why these vases can't go individually. It turns a $10 item into a $20 item if they sell. We got a Stanley Cup here. Not the hockey kind. So filled in some stuff here. We've got a pinata for a 30th birthday. More stuff throughout here. These, I've always liked them. They look nice, but they look so gross very quickly. At home, my toilet brush and plunger are in a cabinet somewhere. They're just hidden away. Through a bunch of, looks like Amazon stuff here. A pet scale. I hope the hedgehog is included. Random things I threw under the tables too that I probably forgot about already. Over here, this is another empty section. We've got, I mean, I could put a little thing here. This is good enough for now. We got a silverware set, boot dryer, drum set, some appliances, decorative items. We got packs of tape, TV mounts, and then I think this was already open. This is hilarious. It's like an adult-themed, like a Funko Pop. I'm guessing it came from some anime TV show. I did look it up on eBay. It's selling for like $20. After shipping and fees, I'm getting about 10 anyways. Random stuff I tucked in throughout here, like these packs of paint. These are $5 each in the store. So selling a 4-pack for 10 is about half price. I'm happy with that. That thing down there. I don't think I filled anything in up here. Maybe a couple, oh yeah, I think a couple of things here. Really nice little jewelry and watch box, coffee maker. And then I don't think I needed to fill anything in down here, but I do know I grabbed, like I found this faucet. I don't know how well this would sell because it's one that mounts into the wall. So it's only gonna be used if you're doing like if you're gutting your bathroom and redoing it all, not just to replace a faucet. I never really liked that design, that style. I don't know why people put that in their house. Up here, was there anything else? I don't think so. I already showed you this. You know, I think I tossed this up here in the bike grips, a couple of random things. So that's it. The tables are done. So tomorrow, I'm gonna finish special buy. Mitch just put the stuff up here. I don't like, especially these larger speakers stacked up there. If I'm gonna put a tall thing up there, I want it to be lighter weight, like a vacuum. So I think might move those. Some of the stuff I might pull. We've got a lot of different vacuums. I might pull a couple of those to put other, like the camping stuff out. So I just told him grab a pallet and put it up on the shelves. It's hard to find things for Mitch to do that require no supervision because, oh crap. This vacuum got tucked in over here. Oh, there's two of them. They're the same model as that. I gotta print more labels for them. Anyways, Mitch knows nothing about the warehouse sales, and this is something where you can give a little bit of guidance, but it's really only gonna be experience from doing a couple of these before we can really just say, all right, figure out something to do for the sale. So it's really hard to find stuff for him to do where I can just tell him and then he's busy for a little while. But that'll improve over time. So everything up to here is priced except for these water dispensers. And then everything in this section is priced except those vacuums. And then a few items in here are priced. I had a pallet that was pre-priced, so that's why they're kind of mixed together. So, I mean, the little bit of stuff in here, the lights, or I'm sorry, the mirrors, the steamer, ice maker, heaters, that might be it. And then the water dispensers. I think that's all I need to price. Oh, and there's this stuff over here needs to get priced. And we're not putting price tags on any of this stuff. It's just gonna be a sign on top of it and an icon on the keypad just because it's gonna be a pain to go through and put a sticker on each item. But other than the wipes, I do need to get it all in the system. The wipes are in the system from the last sale. So I don't even know if that's gonna be an hour's worth of work tomorrow. But there's special buy stuff in the back that I'm gonna get priced. Some of it's gonna go up here. We'll pull some of this. Some of it's just so we have stuff ready, priced and ready to go. So if this clears out and we're busy, I don't need to worry about having to price things and whatnot. We can just grab stuff and put it on the shelf. I also want to have a handful of boxes of $10 day stuff, pre-qualified, ready to go. Meaning stuff that's gonna do well, not stuff that's kind of $10 a day, but it might not sell. Not stuff that we have a bunch of out here already. And I want it ready to go because I bet 2 minutes after we open, these giant Squishmallows will be gone. That's gonna be a huge space open on the table. Or maybe somebody grabs this. Look at the giant space open on the table. And we're busiest when we first open. I've never done this before. I don't know why. I should be doing this. So basically when the crowd first comes in, as soon as I finish letting people in the door, I can immediately start restocking the tables. And I think that'll give us a little bit of a boost in sales. Not a crazy amount, but maybe a few $100s more. And I mean, that's stuff that might sell later in the day, but then we can have other stuff out later in the day to try and just push more volume out. I've been really bad at advertising this sale though. Remember how that was a common theme? And then the last sale I was really good at. I was doing daily posts a week leading up to it. I have not done a single Facebook Marketplace post. I did one post yesterday for that stuff, and maybe a couple other pictures on the Facebook page. And then I did one post 2 weeks ago or so when I designed the flyer, posting that with the actual schedule of the sale. And of course we had the dates posted at the end of the last sale for this one, but very little. What I need to do, part of this is because of the Omaha trip. I actually took a bunch of pictures before I left so I could do daily posts while I was gone, and I just forgot. And then today, leaving early, I came back late in the day. I'm not gonna do any advertising at midnight. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do a post on the Facebook page, especially since the tables are all full, we can do a lot of pictures. And then I'm gonna do a post on Facebook Marketplace. It'll be the day before we open. And then Thursday when we open, I'll do the regular posts that I do on Marketplace and our Facebook page. I really should have been doing more posts leading up to this. I should be doing daily posts on our page for like a week or a week and a half leading up to it. And I should be doing at least one Marketplace post a week leading up to it. And I kind of slept on this one. But since we have two $10 days, I don't think it would hurt us too much. Obviously, the final dollar amount could be lower, but we're not going to have a bunch of $10 day stuff left over because we've got a second day to run it. If you remember, we always have one day that's a duplicate of another one. Usually, it's either 2 $10 days or 2 $1 days. I think the last sale we did a pair of $2 days instead. And that worked. I don't think we're going to do a double one anymore. I think we'll do a double two if we're going to do it on the tail end. And that really just comes down to what we have for inventory. If we're a lot heavier on the lower dollar day stuff, then we'll do double on the 1 or 2. If we're a lot heavier on the $10 day stuff, which we are here, we'll do a double 10. I've got these sheets. I really like them. I think it's a cool design. And, oh, these are flannel. I was going to say they're super comfortable. I don't like flannel sheets. But I was thinking, my other half, Christiana, hates them. She says they're not comfortable at all. I was thinking maybe I'll bring these home just to get a reaction out of her. But knowing they're flannel, definitely not. I hate flannel sheets. I sleep very warm, so flannel isn't good. Oh, tomorrow I got to get all the signs up too. There's the standard ones that say everything is $10 that will scatter throughout. But then like these, they don't really, they have the size on it, but it's like that. So I want to put a sign right here and right there with what it is. These, we're selling them by the case, $10 for the whole case. They expired in 2022. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I would assume they're fine. Maybe a coffee drinker could chime in the comments below and let me know. This is the last of them. I just want to get rid of them. Some stuff from that clean out load that I brought out. So we'll do that. And then I want to put signs that say weighted blankets, $10, because we've had these in the special buy. I don't want people to be confused. Signs for these, each being $5. Sign for the lights. Sign for these things. The sign for this, I'm pretty sure I mentioned the whole stack is going to be $10. Not $10 each, 10 for the stack. And then we'll do some signage in the special buy area as well. I should really get another one of these made because we often extend it over there, so it would be nice to have another one up there. But anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it tonight because it's after midnight. It's 12:19. This is a really long video, but we're basically done setting up. So this video will be done very shortly. A few clips tomorrow and we'll be done. I'm going to try and get it edited so I can actually have these going up, this year. So I'll be back in the morning. Has USPS been really bad for anybody else right now? So I just got notified of now a third item. So I have 3 items that the buyers are complaining they haven't received it. And I look at the tracking, and at least this is showing some. A lot of them say left Oak Creek and then moved to next place, but it doesn't have locations or anything. It's kind of like this moving through network. But they're all getting there late, and it almost seems like they're lost. Usually this happens once every few months. I get 3 at the same time right now that I know of. There's 3 that the customer, I don't keep track of this, 3 that the customers have reached out to me. Our eBay sales have been through the roof, so maybe e-commerce in general has been really busy, so USPS is backed up. I have no idea, but this is annoying, especially because if it doesn't arrive by a certain point and the buyer opens up a case, I've got like 3 days to resolve it with the buyer. And unless the buyer's cool and realizes that it's not our fault, it's been shipped, tracking shows we shipped it right away, if they want to be annoying, we have to refund and then we lose the item and the money because it will eventually probably get to them. It might be a month later, but it's really annoying. Remember how I said it was like 74 degrees? Just a few hours ago, I was walking outside, didn't even need a jacket. Not anymore. It's no longer summer weather. All right, so we're basically done. I got everything on here priced. I still need to pretty this up a little bit, but everything included. Wait a minute. What happened to the sticker for this? So everything but this has a price tag. I'm so confused. Found it. All right, now everything has a price tag on it. So I really just need to pretty this up. There is some stuff in the back that I want to bring out yet for special buy. Possibly pull some of this if it's in the way. And then I need to get tables ready, or carts, boxes, and stuff ready to refill these tables right off the bat. But other than that, we're done. Oh, I need to clear all the trash and boxes and stuff off the sales floor. Shouldn't be much longer. I still haven't posted an ad today, so I'm going to do that next. Kind of a shame. I would like to have the special buy stuff done before I do the final ad, but I'm just going to pretty it up enough to take the pictures, get the trash off the floor and everything, and then do the ad. And then I'll do the final touches. I've also got all the signage and everything up already too. All right, I made it pretty over here. Put some monitors, some tents. We're just selling these as not inspected because the only way to truly inspect it is to assemble it, and it's not worth the time. Odds are this is probably like a $60 tent, so we're selling it for $30. What else? We made it all look nice here. I put these up here. Remember, I got this at Goodwill for, I think, $6. It's brand new. The box just got wet. So that's probably where we're gonna leave it. If I can find something little, I'll toss it right down there. But I think it's nice and full. I think we've got a pretty good variety here. We don't have any tools, but we've got pretty much everything else. Electronics, household, outdoors, a little bit of furniture, the big stuff over there. I think this is gonna be a decent special buy section for this sale. So ads are posted. I just need to price the things I just pulled out and pick this. It's not all trash. Some of it's cheaper stuff that we're pulling back. Just get all this stuff off the floor and I'm done. I'll bring carts and signs and stuff out in the morning. So all I have left to do is pick that stuff up, but I want to get this video edited tonight so we can get it, in a reasonable amount of time. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to join me for part 2 and part 3 where we are having the sale, selling all this crap. So I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next one.